I gotta know, what's it like kind of being dubbed a legendary guitarist? I mean, pretty much anybody you talk to that knows guitar knows you. I mean, that's got to be such a humbling feeling.
Well, I have to say it's a real honor, first of all, to have the success that I've had over all the years of my career, and to be, raised in such humble circumstances, raised very poor, on little dirt roads in the deep South, and having been led down this path that took me into the Eagles and onward, and now out of the Eagles for almost 12 years, and to have left some sort of a mark in time as far as my playing style is just really flattering. It's a huge honor. No one ever starts out anticipating that or dreaming of that in your wildest dreams. Did I ever think that was? I was just happy to be able to hopefully make a living playing guitar, much less have that kind of success. So it's a wonderful feeling, and at the same time, like you said, it is very humbling. It's it's an honor. Not a lot of people get that kind of recognition, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to experience that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're kind of that flashy type person where you're going to be wearing like a diamond guitar charm necklace or something like that.
It's funny you said that. A good friend of mine is CEO of Felder company. I went out yesterday at his behest and spent the day out in the Felder plant, the Felder custom shop. So many really new great guitars they're building out there, great designs. We sat and played a bunch of stuff. I saw a guitar that one of their special builders, master builders, built. It had 370 diamonds inlaid in it.
Wow.
And I said the same thing. I was impressed by someone even thinking of putting diamonds on a guitar, but I was afraid to pick it up. And to me, a guitar is something you want to pick up and play. It's not something that's like a piece of art. But this particular master builder really does not only great playing guitars, but just out of this world kind of design for guitar stuff. So someone will buy that. It's a collector, not a player, and that'll be one of their trophy pieces they have in their collection. But for me, guitar has always been something that it's the tool that makes what you want to create. It's not necessarily the end-all, be-all. The instrument is. I've seen so many times 5 or 6 different guitarists pick up the same guitar and the same amp, and it sounds totally different. It's all in the hands and how you phrase and the pressure you put on the strings and how it's bent, how you bend the strings, and just your feel, your sound is what comes out of that instrument. You can put it down and somebody else pick it up and it'll sound totally different. So it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. It's the old saying, it's not the guitar, it's the guitarist that really makes the noise, makes the sound.
Yeah, how do you kind of differentiate between the Eagles sound to your own? I mean, it's taken 30 years for this sophomore album to come out, Road to Forever?
Yeah, it took 30 years. The last solo record I made was in '82, and the band had pushed the whole button. We were not really working together. Henley went to do a solo record. Glenn, Walsh, everybody scattered for the hills to make their records. And so I said, well, I'm going to make a solo record too. So I built a studio in my home in Malibu and produced this record. And it was a way of getting out all the ideas that had been pent up in me that were inappropriate for the Eagles record. As a matter of fact, I'd submit 15, 16, 17 song ideas, and if 1 or 2 of them wound up on an Eagles record, I consider myself lucky. At the other side of that coin is that I had an abundance of material that wasn't really suited for the Eagles. As a matter of fact, the song Heavy Metal was a track that I'd put together and written that we recorded for the Long Run record, and it was tentatively called You're Really High, Aren't You? And it had those same kind of guitar hit parts that I had written on it, and it just never got got finished. It was just one of those pieces that never, fit that beast. It never fit that band. And so when I was invited to go look at the screening for heavy metal, I said, I've got a really great guitar track that would work for this. And rewrote the lyrics, rewrote the melody, changed the tempo a little bit, and redid that same track. So there's been an abundance of material that I've written that has not necessarily wound up in the Eagles' catalog, per se.
Well, I would think that, considering how many years apart it's been from one album to the next. Do you think that there's maybe another album in the works, another solo project?
I've already started. As a matter of fact, I have 3 weeks in January set aside to do exactly that, to go back in the studio and take these song ideas I've got and make sketches of them, demos of them. And I'll accumulate over the next couple of years enough songs. I think I had 26 song ideas that I had written since the time I left the Eagles till the time I went in the studio. I took the best 16 out of those 26, recorded those, pared it down to the best 12, and put them on this record. The other 4 bonus tracks were used on iTunes or Amazon or Best Buys, where you could go, and if you bought the record, you could download a bonus track too. So I found the whole process of writing, recording, producing records a whole different beast from what it was when I was in the Eagles. It was very creative, unrestrained. I could write something that was a hard rock track, or I could write a lullaby, ballads. I could write anything I wanted to write, and did. And so it was very kind of liberating to have the handcuffs off, so to speak, instead of writing specifically for the band, the Eagles. And so I enjoyed it a lot, and the people that came in to work on that record with me, my new record, Road to Forever, were all really fun people. We had a blast, a lot of laughs, a lot of good times, no friction, no drama, no tension, and just really enjoyed the process. I had a delightful experience and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you definitely seem to have quite a bit of A-list guest performers, if you could call it that, on the record. I mean, but obviously one of my favorite tracks on the record, Wash Away, kind of co-writing together with another legend in himself, Tommy Shaw of Styx.
Yeah, just about everybody that appeared on that record were either close friends of mine, people I'd written with, hung out with, played with, just knew close. And so I was in the process of writing the lyrics for Wash Away, and I kept banging my head on a couple of verses and just unhappy with what I was coming up with. So I called Tommy, and he, just by some fluke of nature, happened to be off the road and in town, because Styx is on the road almost all year long. Anyway, he was in town, and I said, come on over, I'm working on this song, I need your help. He came over for 2 or 3 days. We finished writing the lyrics on Wash Away. He sang some background harmonies on it with me. And then we also wrote another acoustic, kind of almost Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young song for him. He was doing some kind of country bluegrass record, and so we wrote that, and I don't think it showed up on his record. He wanted more country and less Crosby, Stills, and Nash. But anyway, it was delightful to have Tommy be available for it. He's a great guy. We did a show here in Los Angeles about a month ago. He came out and sat in and played Wash Away with me and sang it with me. Just a great guy. I think the world of him. Very easygoing and no drama and extremely talented. So most of the people I invited in to work on this record kind of fit that synopsis. Really good people, fun to work with, and extremely brilliantly talented. So it turned out to be a really great experience for me, and I'm anxious to do it again, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I was kind of curious, too, because I noticed with all this collaborative work that you've done, you're actually, isn't it only like a day away that you're doing that kind of all-star band Christmas show in California?
Yeah, we just did a sound check today for it, as a matter of fact. We'll do the show tomorrow night at the Nokia Theater. I was actually down at KLOS radio station with my good friend Uncle Joe Benson, that is just a legend on the radio. And I'd done an interview with him and a couple of other people, DJs out at KLOS. And as I was leaving, he said, oh, by the way, we're doing this show. Would you like to come down and help us out and do a couple of songs? And I went, songs in the show tomorrow night. The Doobie Brothers are kind of headlining the show. The Doobies and I did a show up in just outside Seattle earlier this summer. Had a great time. It was the first time we had shared the stage together since Day on the Green with Bill Graham in San Francisco in the 70s. So it was really nice to see those guys again, play some music, share a stage, and catch up on all of our lives. It was a delightful experience. So tomorrow night will be a real fun time for me and everybody that's there.
If the Eagles kind of, I guess, really never took flight, what would you be doing all these years? Kind of curious to know.
Well, the thing I had done for 2.5 years in New York and Boston before I moved to California was I had become a studio rat. I was working in a studio from 9 in the morning to 5 o'clock at night, playing guitar on every session, producing, engineering, learning how to make records. Just basically everything from writing string charts, horn charts, rhythm sections, producing vocals, engineering, mixing. I would probably still be doing that. I would be a producer at some level, an artist/producer, and that's why I spent so long preparing myself before I came to Los Angeles, because I figured, most careers in the music business are somewhat short-lived, more like professional athletes, that you only have a window of 5, 7, maybe 10 years at the most before the new fad comes in and you're kind of about kicked to the curb, and the new hot artist is in flavor that month. So I wanted to prepare myself and develop the skills that I could, be in the music business my whole life, both playing, recording, writing, making records, producing, and so that's kind of what I developed in myself to be able to do.
What kind of drives you to, keep producing, keep playing? You got inducted into the Hall of Fame 15 years ago. For a lot of people, that would be kind of the pinnacle. It's time to kind of throw in the towel, but here it is. You keep going with another successful album, and one that really you can't put down from beginning to end.
Well, thank you very much. Those are kind words, and I appreciate it. The thing that started me off when I was 10 years old was just being absolutely consumed by the love of music. Love listening, love playing, love writing, love hearing new music that I didn't know, and learning how to play it. I was self-taught, self-ear trained, to the point where somebody can walk in the room and play something for me, and if I hear it 1 or 2 times, I can play it. Learning different instruments like pedal steel, mandolin, 5-string banjo, just about anything with strings on it, keyboards. I play piano, so there's always plenty of room to keep applying yourself and exploring as an artist and as a musician. The 2 things that I've really adopted in my life that were fortunate enough to be areas that you can carry with you through the rest of your days are, 1, music. I think Les Paul played until very shortly before he passed away. Every Wednesday night he'd go down to the club in New York City and sit and play. And golf. You can play that until you can't either get in or out of a golf cart anymore. And so I've adopted 2 things in my life that I can carry with me, into my senior years, I guess is the most kind way to put it.
Hey, well, that's about it. Definitely enjoyed talking to you. Looking forward to that next album down the road, and maybe hearing another track on the show Homeland.
Oh, good. Yeah, thanks. It's nice of you to note that. That was a pleasant surprise. I got a call. They wanted to use it in one of their episodes a couple of weeks ago, and I'm a huge fan of the show. I've been watching it religiously ever since 24 went off the air. I've been waiting
the same way.
On, and Homeland has been the replacement in my life for 24, and it's just really intense, really dramatic, well written, well acted. Loved the show, and then it was just a